All right, guys, making another video here. Recapping the Rockets Warriors game 1 game. And let's just go over a couple of things. Jimmy Butler is Hemi Butler. The guy is absolutely amazing in the playoffs. I don't understand how somebody so a little above average in the regular season is just turns it on to be a top 8 guy in the NBA when he wants to. And that's how good Jimmy Butler is. Remember when all these clowns were saying, "Oh, Jimmy Butler getting traded was bad. Why did the Warriors get him?" Remember that? How stupid do you sound now? This guy literally carries the team. He carries the team. Remember, you're going to say Steph Curry carried the team, but Steph Curry was doing absolutely what a dunk by Alperen Sengun. Steph Curry was doing absolutely nothing before Jimmy Butler got there. The guy was over here letting Schroeder and Podzemski and Andrew Wiggins like let him do their thing, and he was sitting in the corner doing nothing. Now he's sitting in the corner and moving around without the ball and letting Jimmy Butler be the number one option. And yes, I know. Am I crazy for saying Jimmy Butler's the number one option? No, I'm not, because he touches the ball every single possession. He's touching the ball, right? Either he's passing, he's shooting, he's doing a handoff, whatever it is, he's involved in the play, which makes him the first option because their offense revolves around him, and that's okay because Steph Curry plays better off the ball, and that's why they're such a good synergy playing together, right? So that's the thing about Jimmy Butler, right? Jimmy Butler. I mean, there's not. I said it. I said it in my last video. People called me crazy. Shit. At least you call in. Jimmy Butler is top 5, 6 players in the NBA playoffs right now. I have him over guys like LeBron. Him and Kawhi are close together, in my opinion. But those two guys, and you guys are gonna call me crazy, but look what he's doing. The guy got 25, 7, and 6 tonight. The game before that, he had 30. So, what are we saying? This guy is literally amazing. He's an amazing NBA player. He turns it on like nobody else does. I said it on, not me on. Okay, he turns it on like nobody else does. The guy is just electric. And I'm gonna break down what happened today. So the bad thing about the Warriors today is they got out rebounded really badly today, right? They got out rebounded Warriors versus Rockets. The box score. How about that? Let's see what they did. April 20th. They got out rebounded badly, right? Steven Adams came in. Steven Adams came in over here freaking just started bullying people. Out rebounded by 16, 22 offensive rebounds today for the Rockets. So that's going to be a problem for the Warriors because the Rockets aren't going to go 6 for 29 every single game. And I know the Warriors said the Warriors defensive rating is number 1 in the NBA right now since February 8th, aka when Jimmy Butler got traded to the team. But no team's going to shoot 6 for 29 an entire series, right? And they had 16 offensive rebounds, so the Warriors need to shore up on that because that's going to be an issue. Fred VanVleet's not going to miss open shot after open shot, and Jalen Green is not going to play like a moron every game, right? And that was the issue again. But they just outplayed them, out hustled them. As the older team, they showed they had younger legs. Like they just played a smarter brand of basketball, and that's just what it is. Draymond today, he only had 4 points, but he was guarding Alperen Sengun, who was kind of giving him the fucking biz today. Though I'm not gonna lie, that Bismack Biyombo, he got 26 and 9 on him. Shit, it's a lot. Yeah, and Butler 25 points, 10 for 19. Steph Curry 12 for 19, 31 points. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. If this team passes the Rockets, which is probably the worst matchup for them, honestly. That it's probably the Rockets are probably the worst matchup for them because you have to think about it. They are a young team, an athletic team. Not the worst matchup, actually. I'd say the worst matchup probably for them would be like healthy Dallas Mavericks with the Kyrie Irving and them. Two bigs that are like talented bigs, not like Jackson Hayes, And that'll be like the worst matchup, not the Rockets, because your Amen Thompson's good, obviously. Dylan Brooks played well today ish. Fred VanVleet was god awful. Jalen Green was god awful. Yeah, but I don't know what else. I don't know what else to say. Kuminga didn't play today. Kuminga not in the rotation anymore for Steve Kerr. I don't know why, but whatever's working is working. So they like Gary Payton more than Kuminga for some reason, and that's fine. Moses Moody played really well today, even though he only had 7 points, 2 for 5. But Jimmy Butler, I mean, they're going to win. If they win this series, they play the Lakers, and they're going to beat the Lakers. I'm sorry. If they play the Lakers, they're going to beat them. If they play the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're going to beat them. Why would they beat the Lakers? Because their death lineup is better than the Lakers' death lineup. I know Steph Curry, and I know Luka Doncic's amazing. I know LeBron sucks now. He's 40 years old. Okay, forgive me for saying he sucks. He's 40 years old. I don't think he's as good as he used to be. He doesn't suck, but he's not as good as he used to be, which makes me believe that he sucks compared to what LeBron's standards are, right? Even as the best player of all time. And that's just what it is. But he's not as good as he used to be. Austin Reeves, after I don't know what the fuck he was doing in game one, but they showed it last time when they played a week ago, 2 weeks ago to end the regular season that they were just the better team. They're better defensively. They play better. They have better chemistry. They play harder. So that's just what it is, right? And then you can't really underestimate how good the Warriors are. You can't really underestimate how good the Warriors are. I mean, even though you think that Jimmy Butler's older, 35 years old, he's still playing 42 minutes. Steph Curry's 37 years old. He's still playing 40 minutes. Draymond Green, 35 years old, 36 years old, still playing 37 minutes. And this was a big game for them because realistically, they're probably going to win this series in 6 because the rebounding is going to be a huge factor. The rebound is going to be a huge factor. And I don't think the Rockets are going to shoot it that bad, like every game. So there'll be at least 2 games where they shoot better than 6 for 29, 20%. Excuse me. But yeah, all in all, I mean, I can't stress enough how much better Jimmy Butler is than a lot of people in the NBA, and that's why he's getting paid the big bucks, and how bad Miami Heat fucked up. Because I watched the Miami Heat game today, and I'm like, who is your scorer? You're going to Bam Adebayo? Bam Adebayo, he played well today. I agree. He played well, but that's what we're going with is Bam Adebayo to beat the number 1 seed Cleveland Cavaliers. 24 points, 10 for 22 as a big stop. Tyler Hero, 7 for 18, 21 points. This is not going to get it done against a good team like the Cavaliers. And Jimmy Butler is much needed. Jimmy Butler probably puts him over, honestly. I know maybe I'm dick riding Jimmy Butler a little too much right now, but who cares? I mean, the guy gets no love. You guys all hated him, said that trade was awful, this and that. Why would you want to cancel on your team? It doesn't matter. This guy showed that he's him, and that's just what it is. Okay, so maybe I should talk about another game. Let's talk about another game. Let's talk about the Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers, by the way, let's go to Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers, I was gonna make another video about it. Doc Rivers, it might be the worst coach I've ever seen in my fucking life. Where's Doc Rivers? The guy is the worst coach in NBA history. Bucks versus Pacers game 1. I mean, his rotations are fucking awful. Why are we playing Ryan Rollins? Why are we playing Ryan Rollins? Why are we playing Kyle Kuzma when he's has donuts across the board? And you're religiously playing. Why are you taking out Gary Trent when he has 6 points in like an 8-minute stretch? Why are you taking these guys out who's actually impacting the game in a beneficial way? And you're taking these guys out to put Ryan Rollins. This is his problem. He thinks he's too smart. He has Spencer Rivers, his son, as his assistant coach, and he thinks he's just the smartest guy in the room. And Doc Rivers, you're the biggest freaking joke of any room. The guy loses with the Sixers. He loses with the Clippers. He loses with the Magic. He lost with the Celtics. I mean, I know he got 1 chip with the Celtics, but who wasn't going to win? I could have coached that team at freaking, how old was I? 14 years old, and would have won a chip. That's how good that team was, right? So that just shows how idiotic Doc Rivers is as a coach. I mean, the guy's an absolute fucking moron. He takes out, so he took out, I'm gonna find the actual game log. He took out Gary Trent and I think AJ Griffin together at the same time against the Pacers in the fuck is this Chinese ass shit, dog? Give me the fucking game. Here it is. Perfect. Okay. Second quarter. So with 5:25 left, Torian Prince checks into the game for AJ Green. And Kyle Kuzma at 5:53 checks in for Gary Trent. So in a span of a minute, you take out AJ Green and Gary Trent Jr. for Kyle Kuzma and Torian Prince. 36-47 the score was. Right? To end the half, the score went from 36-47 with 5.5 left to 43-67. So they scored 7 points while the Pacers scored 20. So they went on a 20-7 run in the last 5.5 minutes. And why are you playing these guys? Why are we playing Ryan Rollins in a meaningful game? Because you think you're too smart. This is your secret weapon. Remember, this is the same dude that played Andre Jackson Jr. from UConn, and he started him. And in the NBA Cup game, the guy was fucking awful, airball on every damn shot. This guy Doc Rivers thinks he's the smartest guy in the room, and the Pacers had a great game plan. Rick Carlisle is a hell of a coach, right? The guy's an amazing coach. He won a championship with Dallas Mavericks, one of the most worst rosters, Dallas Mavericks, right, in 2011. As their second best player was 40-year-old Jason Kidd, and their next best player was Sean Marion. It was like another 35-year-old, 40-year-old. So that was their lineup, and he was winning there, right? He won in Detroit. They didn't win the championship, but that was his team that Larry Brown took over in Detroit, and he just ran coaching circles around Doc Rivers today. They made Giannis into a passer somewhat, trying to double him as much and give him different looks. And Giannis had 5 turnovers, and they just kept letting Giannis. Then Doc Rivers was like, "Yeah, Giannis, here you go. Go dribble the ball up the court and try to throw another turnover." And that's just what it was. It was just bad basketball, and I don't understand why they let this guy still be a head coach. I mean, he's fucking awful. When you lose a 3-1 series in Orlando in the early 2000s when he was at Orlando Magic with Tracy McGrady, when you lose 3-1 to the Pistons, and then you go to the Rockets to play against the Rockets or the Clippers, you lose another 3-1 series as with the best team too. You remember that Clipper team? That Clipper team was amazing. That Clipper team had Chris Paul prime, Blake Griffin prime, DeAndre Jordan prime, with JJ Redick, who was in his prime, Jamal Crawford off the bench. Who else was on that team? That team was absolutely stacked. NBA Clippers versus Rockets. 15 here. That team was absolutely stacked. Matt Barnes, Crawford. The team was amazing. Like, and they lost this game. They gave up a 40-15, outscored 40-15 in the fourth quarter with no James Harden. They benched James Harden. Remember that the Rockets, Kevin McHale benched James Harden during that time, and they outplayed him that bad. You guys were watching a fucking ad this whole time. Golly, didn't say something. So that's just what it is. He's just not a good coach. He gets outplayed there. And then but the Philadelphia 76ers gets outcoached badly by Tom Thibodeau. Was it last year? No, not last year. No, who was it? Who did he get outcoached by? Oh, it was Missoula. Yeah, outcoached badly by Missoula. Remember when they had the chance to go? It was a 3-2 game 6, had a chance to win it at home to advance. Couldn't do it. Couldn't go to the conference finals. And that's just what he is. He's just a loser coach, and I don't know how he still has a job. It's embarrassing. The Bucks need to play better. Dame Lillard comes back game 3. Maybe that will help. They need someone not Giannis to create, because they're swarming Giannis badly because they have no respect for anyone on their team. Kyle Kuzma, I mean, how are you going to respect Kyle Kuzma? The guy goes 0 for 5 or whatever he did. He literally was. So Torian Prince was 0 for 1 for 0 points. Kyle Kuzma was 0 for 5 for 0 points. They played a combined total minutes of 42 minutes. Ryan Rollins had 5 points. Brook Lopez had 9 points. And then Gary Trent balled out 6 for 11, 14 points. AJ Green had 5 threes. Yeah, you should be playing the hot hands. Why are you playing Ryan Rollins? It makes no sense to me. Torian Prince, okay, I understand. He's a veteran player. He's been there, played meaningful minutes in on different teams that were planning to go far. But playing Ryan Rollins? Come on, dog. This guy playing Austin Rivers for the Clippers when Austin Rivers was young and Chris Paul hated him, right? This is what it was. This is like, oh, I'm gonna show you guys I'm the smartest guy. I have a secret weapon. Ryan Rollins from Toledo. I have a secret weapon. I have Andre Jackson. Oh, the NBA Cup. I have Andre Jackson. Don't worry. Like this is the shit they do. You know, like this is it's just bad. It's just bad. It's just bad coaching. Your ego takes over. It's brutal to watch. But anyways, thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe.